Okay, so it looks like we're about to get underway here. The Nrp is playing a growth deck. Now, looking at that, interesting. Okay, so this seems like the more wolf-oriented growth deck that we've been seeing recently, using great wolves and stuff, and it could be a mirror match here with very similar deck archetypes. Both of them are running great wolves here. As manges. We'll have to see how similar the decks are to each other.
Okay.
Aggro growth or sorry.
Yep. No, sorry. I was back. I was typing out some stuff. Yep. Game started. I was listening to you. I just couldn't respond. Right. So growth versus growth in the first match here. Mogi going second, but being able to drop out the first unit. Kinfolk Brave or Nognest, or Vengeful Vader. Nognest it is.
That's all for the Nognest.
Nrp, I'm not sure if this is a bad draw for his deck, how late game oriented it is, but the first unit he can play is a Mangy Wolf, which after I hit control, you see does not have enough attack to kill a Nognest, so it looks like the Nogs are gonna flow like wine. Mogi even has a turn 3 Earthborn Mystic to play.
Yeah, his curve is actually quite nice here.
He or she, actually don't know if Mogi is a he or she. Do you know?
Okay, good point. Well, they have a very good curve that they can use to the full extent.
Well, I'm just asking. I don't know. This is the first time I've seen this player. So I'm excited to see. I think a Mystic's coming down here.
Yep, and you would be right there. The Mystic is dropped. I expect we'll see quite a few Mystics later on, but we'll save that for when the deck archetype comes up.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. I've been out of the loop of ranked, but I hear there's a horrible plague across the lands. At least some people think so. I personally, I'm still forming my opinion on it. I did spectate a game earlier before this.
I woke up this morning and I got up and I went to go see if anyone would stream because we had a bit of issues with that. And then I saw that there was a post with a lot of comments in it, considering how old it was. So then I proceeded to read several different posts and watch several different games and see what this new deck was and how strong it was. I'll save my opinions until we see the deck, but
yeah,
probably won't be too long.
Yeah. Okay, so Mogi drops a turn 4 Fang Bear. His Nognest is coming off cooldown. Nrp can actually kill the Nognest this turn with an Earthen Mirth, and that's the only way he can do it, unless he draws. Nope. He would have to have a veteran before. So here goes.
He is going to do it.
It's a 5 damage unit attacking every turn, and as it stands, there's no way for Mogi to kill it.
Now he's got to get this right here. He's in a bit of a precarious situation.
I mean, would you sack for Scrolls here? Because no, here is he's a guy in chat. What someone said.
Okay.
But I mean, sacking for Scrolls here. I wonder if you would do that. Like, what would you draw? The only thing would be a Champion Ring if you run that. A Ragged Wolf combination with, I guess you could draw a Crimson Bull, but you need something to kill this this Wetland Ranger, and he positioned his Earthborn Mystic before he did anything at all. So even if we were to block this with a Rat King, he can no longer do that. So he's just going to Terran Brute and let the Mystic die. Had he sacked for Scrolls, he could have Earthen Mirth to kill this.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that he perhaps didn't take his turn order quite right.
It's also that maybe, I mean, I forget the order of Scrolls, but maybe that he just absolutely didn't want to sacrifice anything in his hand. So I'm like, well, I'll just draw an enchantment and get rid of it. But
that could be the case.
And it's also the fact that, you know, we don't really know his deck, so maybe he doesn't have any Champion Rings, or you know, he runs Earthen Mirths, so hard to say. Anyway, with a Kinfolk Veteran here, this is no bueno for Mogi. He does have an attacking Fang Bear and an Earthen Mirth, though. You know what that means? It means the unit's dying.
I think he's gonna do it guaranteed here, and he does sacrifice for resources. Now,
he has the option to play a Ragged Wolf to block.
He does. Yep. Okay, yes, he does play the Ragged Wolf. Good. Yep. It's probably worth doing that. You know, he wants to protect that Fang Bear as best as he can now. He's invested a lot into it. Positioning is going to be very important, and he knows that, you know, the deck that Nrp's playing is probably similar to his based on the creatures that he's played, and of course he has seen Urban so he obviously doesn't want to take a risk going up against something like an Urban Murph.
Mm-hmm. And now what's interesting is that Nrp no longer has a human, so the bear is only at 5 attack. It would normally be 9 with a human out.
You say only at 5 though, but that's 5 with Relentless and 4 health. It's quite scary.
Yep, so even without a human, this unit is a big deal. Brave comes out. Double Brave? I think it'd be a double Brave. He might as well put the Brave...
Where does he place that second Brave? He does place it in the middle row. I was curious as to maybe he would position it slightly differently, perhaps setting up for something else, but no, he does take the safe option, places it in the middle.
Nrp, let's see here. He can only place units this turn. He could go up to 6 and Nog and Totem. It's not a particularly strong turn. The question is, what do you want to draw into, is what you're thinking about before you make the sacrifice here. Like, what would I want to draw into? I guess a Mangy Wolf would be good. You'd kill a Brave, but then you'd set off your Great Wolf. Wouldn't attack next turn. So you might want to move your Mangy down. So if he comes to attack the Mangy, your Great Wolf goes off, and you have an Earth and Mirth in your pocket. Can't Rumble and Mangy. Does just go for the Mangy.
Does go for the Mangy. Okay, interesting. He will obviously kill one of those Braves off, but not sure if he's making best use of that Great Wolf, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, this is fine. I mean, obviously he kills the unit, of course it's fine, but like,
yeah,
I always think when I'm in this position, like maybe just bait him down when I have attacking Great Wolf, buff it up with an Earth and Mirth, something like that. But of course, you know, you can never predict the future, and that's probably the safest thing to do. Because he could just move up, and then it becomes an idle race. Nrp knows what he's doing.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think it's either of the plays would have been bad, right? That both of them had their advantages. He went for the safer play, the guaranteed kill, and got some direct idle damage as well, which is, you know, sometimes that's what you need. You know, just get a bit of idle damage, get some pressure on some of the idols. Can help you out a lot if the game goes late.
Yep. And oh, actually, oh, you know what? It's not Relentless. I always forget this. It
of course. Yes, I forget as well.
When there's no humans, it's the damage buff and Relentless. It's actually pretty rare that I see this unbuffed for so long in Growth vs. Growth. I wonder if Nrp's deck is more beast-oriented than a lot of other... Did he just... Yeah, he runs Nogs, so he just straight up has Nogs in his deck. The only humans that I've seen from him are... None, I think. No, he had a Kinfolk Veteran, and then he had a...
one of Ranger as well,
okay.
I believe.
Yeah. Pretty standard. And there's another veteran as well. So Mogai's in the direct center of the board. Whether he moves up or down is going to be threatened by any of Nrp's units. And if he places anything down, he's going to be threatened by Nrp's units. The safest place for him to play is probably near the top, by the Fang Bear, which does have a Relentless. Worst case scenario, you'd see a Rally along with a Champion Ring or something like that. Fortunately, there's no mangy Fang Bear. Drops the Rat King up on top. Let's see how he wants to position here.
Yeah, he's taking his time here. I think he's really trying to get the positioning just right here. Obviously, Rat King very, very good because it can just take hits for you. But if not positioned correctly, it's kind of a waste. So he's just going to move up, put pressure on Nrp, and we'll have to see what Nrp does to retaliate here.
Yeah, his main priority, I think, in that move was getting the Fang Bear to move up and be protected, so that next turn, with its minimum 5 attack. Like, if Nrp summons a veteran this turn, which I think he might Rumble to try and get this Brother of the Wolf down. That would be It actually wouldn't be a 50-50 if this rat moves a certain way. Here it comes. Okay. Yeah, it still was a 50-50.
Yeah, it's confusing because obviously Rumble works off of attack order, so sometimes you can actually manipulate RNG to give you a favorable position. Didn't really come into effect there, but that's the sort of things the players have to think about when they're using Rumble.
Now Nrp might choose to not play this Brave so that this bear does not have Relentless. That's pretty important. Yeah, he's just gonna drop a totem here. It's seems like the right move to me.
Yeah, I don't know if he had the resources as well to do it. I didn't see if he had sacrificed.
It was a Brave. He had a Brave, so...
Oh, he had a Brave. He sacrificed a Brave. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Sorry, I misheard you. I thought you said
I may have said that. So the Ancestral Totem was placed as a blocker for the Fang Bear. Probably a good move, because if you move the Brave up to kill the Totem, he's like, alright, well, I'll just trade the Totem for the Brave. It's kind of in Mogai's favor, resource-wise, but more worried about board control here. And he does do the trade. Well, we'll see what happens, but so far, that Brave is doomed. No Earth and Mirth for Mogi. Only able to, if he places a Ragged Wolf, he's able to kill the Mangy Wolf, and then he could drop a Great Wolf on top, save a rallying. Okay, pretty good turn. Oh, right. Man, I'm the worst growth player because I never remember there's no Relentless when there's no human out.
You know, I don't even blame you because it is such a rarity that you don't see it have Relentless and that bonus damage. The times that it doesn't, you're taken by surprise because it's so common to have humans on the board. They are by far the most common subtype. So
yeah, my brain is so trained to just see a bear continue to attack. I don't play growth enough. With the Ragged Wolf, let's see. If only he had a rallying, that'd be really nice for him.
That would be good. No, if he does opt to stay there and kill off that row, or... Well, yeah, he could kill off that row. He would actually lose the Relentless and the bonus damage, though, on the Strike Fang Bear. Now, I think he's going to do it, just because it's a good trade, but... There's something to keep in mind here is that in doing this, he's going to lose.
Yeah, so this means the end rat wouldn't die, right? Because if he plays the Ragged Wolf to do a damage to the Beast Rat, that's 3 damage. Then the Brave dies. Then the bear loses Relentless. Then the Vader just attacks the last rat. This game is a lesson in how Fang Bears work. That's my takeaway from this.
I believe there is a way he could... Okay, he's not going to. I believe there could have been a way that he could have manipulated, maybe moving the strike...
Just dropping the Great Wolf, maybe saving Ragged for something better. He'll take the damage on the chin.
You know, and I'm almost not sure if it would be worth using a Ragged Wolf to kill a rat. You know, with Urban Mirth in the deck, I think that you would try and save that for, you know, combo plays where you could take your opponent by surprise and kill something of, you know, greater value. We'll have to see if that's what Nrp was thinking. I imagine so. I think he would have, if he wanted to, he would have killed it. He had a few different ways of doing it.
Right. He accepts that little rat as a minor threat. If you want to invest an entire turn to make a rat kill a Fang Bear, then Nrp's probably more than happy to have that happen when you have a Great Wolf target down here. Rallying in hand for Mogi means that he has sacrificed. And he has already at 6, so that... I mean, if he rallies, he can just rally. If he goes to 6, maybe he has a different plan. Fang Bear plus Vader, Rat King plus Vader. Rally, the Fang Bear does not have Relentless, but Rally does kill 2 wolves. Doesn't do it.
Okay.
And he just go for the Fang Bear Vader. Oh my goodness, this row.
Is that going to survive?
Well, it's 8 health, but with a Ragged Wolf, that makes that 8 damage. So, no bueno.
Now, in doing that, though, he would be moving into a dangerous position, right? He would also be kind of be threatened if he does move down to kill that row.
Yep, exactly. And the only other thing that Nrp could do is just play a Ragged Wolf with a stack card. Oh, the stack card's gone. I was going to say to kill the Ragged Wolf down here. Yeah, he has to weigh the risk. Like, is it worth wiping out this row to potentially lose my entire row? Because this is 5-10 damage coming out. Without Relentless, it's not enough to kill the back Great Wolf. Just moving one Great Wolf down. I like this move actually a lot. Putting one Wolf at risk, leaving this attacking Great Wolf just above it. So if Mogi does move up to kill this Great Wolf, which he probably will, he has a Great Wolf in turn to come down and take care of that row.
Yeah, I really like that play as well. It's turning almost the bait on its head, right? It's looking at the situation that's at hand, going, okay, well, I'm going to play into you, but if you decide to turn around and come back for me, then you're going to be punished. So really good play there for Nrp. I like that a lot.
Yep, and to kill this Great Wolf, he need only move up the bear or 2 wolves.
The bear does have Relentless now. I don't think it's not going to change anything, right? But it does have Relentless now with that Mystic in play.
Ooh, he chooses the bear. I wonder if it was better to put the wolves up and save the rallying for the bear next turn. This bear is most likely going to die unless he moves the whole row up. Maybe he wants the bear to die so he can drop another Great Wolf and then rally all the Great Wolves next turn. No? Okay, he moves the Great Wolves up.
He's gonna... Okay.
Alright, this next turn is going to be a doozy.
It's gonna be... Yeah. Every turn right now is massively important for both players here.
Yeah, it's... I really haven't seen a clear winner just yet. It's been neck and neck creature battling, which is my favorite types of games. Ragged Wolf here kills a Great Wolf and Veteran. Not enough to kill a second Great Wolf. I mean, he could just play the Ragged anywhere. That'll buff the Great Wolf to 5. It's enough. If he Ragged's Veterans in the same lane, he could take the other Great Wolf to 1 health. It's not quite enough. Another option is killing the Ragged Wolf with a Veteran, taking down the attack of the remaining Great Wolf. It'd be down to 3. It's a base attack.
I'm a little bit worried for Nrp here because if he could move into a position where he could get rallied, and then he'll be in real trouble then, right? Like he would really lose a lot, and he would be putting a lot into killing the units. Yeah. I almost wonder if... Okay, well, regardless, he is going to move down, so I think he is going to play the Ragged Wolf. He might play the Veteran as well, but it won't be enough, obviously, to kill, like you said.
Tough choices here, because anything he does still leaves him vulnerable, but you have to do something. Looks like he's going to use the Vader to kill the Beast Rat, and the Veteran to kill the Ragged Wolf to lower the attack, like we said. 1 Great Wolf is left at 4 health. And here's 11 possible damage with a rally, which I'm sure will happen. And it does have Relentless, the Fang Bear. Has the option of Vader of the Wild rallying, which actually might be okay. He'll kill the opponent's Vader with his Vader. And then he'll kill a Mangy Wolf and a Great Wolf. Depending on how he wants to position it, I guess. He could wipe out the middle row instead. It is attacking. Get rid of that Earthborn Mystic. You'll still have Relentless because there's a Veteran.
It's a shame unfortunately he's not got enough resources to do the rallying into Crimson Bull.
Yeah.
If he had that, I think it would be almost a game-winning move, right? Because he would kill so much.
Well, he would get 10,
with so little.
10 on the bear, which is 1 short of wiping the middle row, but he would have... Yeah, and 5 on the Great Wolf. He would be a couple short of... It wouldn't be as good as... I think this would actually still be better, the Vader rallying, even if he had enough for the Crimson Bull. Nrp will go to 6 resources after this. And Mogi stays at 7. Does go for the Mangy Wolf kill and the Great Wolf kill. Mystic survives and gets to attack. First idol down, round 13.
Relatively slow for seeing the first idol drop in a what I would consider relatively aggressive decks. They're more towards the mid-rangey, but with growth you expect them to take idols fairly fast. So, but there is a lot of damage on the idols, right? It's just spread out amongst all of them.
Right. Draws an enchantment first, then rallies, which is enough to kill the bear and do 2 damage to the Great Wolf. Alright. So Mogi is technically ahead on resources. Ooh, a Kinfolk Veteran here is great. I'll have to get rid of the Terrian Brute to play it, but that's fine. Mogi is ahead by really only 1 resource, but the Vader makes it 2. Oh, a Mangy Wolf as well. Oh, Veteran Mangy, and he's at 8. That's perfect.
Yep, just enough.
All he'll be left with is a bear. Well, he could kill the bear. Oh, he doesn't go with the Veteran.
Okay.
That surprises me. He's thinking more towards the late game with, or more down the line with his brother, the Wolf. I guess he wanted to keep the Veteran alive so that... Well, no, he doesn't even have a Fang Bear. I don't know. Who can know the mind of the Mogi?
Sure, he has his reason. A lot of the players that play in these sort of tournaments are top players. You know, they're the best from the guild, so normally they have their reasons for every decision they make. Perhaps he's saving it for a situation in which he can take full advantage of it. You know, obviously veterans are very, very good at just getting you that little bit of damage that you need to wipe a row in its entirety, or snipe an idol, or get you to win, or whatever it may be. So perhaps he's...
And Brother is a good scroll to have out when you have a slight advantage, because, you know, he has snowballs. A few turns down the line, you'll get more wolves out. You have Great Wolves. They get their damage buffed. He's a pretty useful tool later on down the line. Now there's a God Hand. Okay. Excuse me. He has drawn a God Hand.
Okay.
And I believe that is a light throw without even looking too far. That's 4, 6, 10, 15 damage. Yep.
Yep, that should be enough.
Does he have the win here is the question. No, I don't see a win.
No, I unless there's some way I'm missing. Wow, he drew a second one.
Double God Hand. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Yep, he does do it. It's going to be a pretty big turn.
Now, what's interesting is he can just summon a wolf here with this brother.
Yeah, if he wanted to.
And he should, really, because he has another God Hand. Same result, and you get an extra unit out. No, doesn't want to. Yeah, if he would have summoned a wolf there, he'd have an extra unit that he could use the God Hand next turn. So that's pretty much a misplay there. The only thing you lose out of it is that you would expose your brother, the wolf, but he has 4 health, so... Gotta summon the wolf there.
Now, I'm not sure what Nrp can do, because whatever he plays is probably going to die, or he's going to lose in the following turn, so... He will have to think outside the box here and try and get something.
Yeah, 6 resources. Brave into Ranger, looks like. Yep. Unfortunately, God Hand exists. Once again, after he God Hands, he need only summon a wolf. Does not need to attack. Although if he does attack with his brother, he will kill this idol. But he doesn't even need to. Yeah, you gotta summon the wolf here too. Great
He's
wolf.
taking his time here. I think he's maybe perhaps a little nervous that he might mess this up.
He hasn't sacrificed yet, so he's deciding what he wants to sacrifice between the veteran and the Earth and Mirth. I think you get rid of the Mirth here. Okay, yeah. And he goes to 9. Plays the God Hand. Alright. Wolf, or just kill the idol here? Okay, so with this positioning, he kills the center idol as well, and that's GG.
And that kills it, yep. GG, there we go.
He knew what he was doing. Good job, Mogi. Well done. Eliminates Nrp. Let me pull up the brackets.
That was a very good game. Both players scrapped out.
That was a good game. Growth versus growth. That was actually like one of the better I've seen in a while.